right, I'm just getting all set up over here. All right, get out of here soon. I want to cook this phenomenal breakfast, whether I get it down or not. This is my third take doing this stuff. My secondary camera. What the fuck? Where'd you go? Hello? You are recording video. Well, why'd you move on me? I don't even know. Still recording, right? That freaked me out a little bit. I gotta move this out of the way. Gotta make sure everything's clear. Don't be smart, but it is what it is, right? Got that like that, got this like this. Now I gotta set the phone up, take this off this. Do not disturb. And put that up here. Oh, gotta change that. For fuck's sake. Man, getting this thing set up is... Colors, daylight. There we go. Daylight, hello. Kitchen. Daylight. That like that. And get this into here. Black magic going. Excrement. Get the other app going. Almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Yeah. Hello. What's going on? I don't know why it's not connecting. That's it. That. Right. Oh man, you're not connecting, which tells me you're not connecting. Shit. What are you doing on here? Why aren't you connecting? Oh, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Come on, man, connect. Give me a lot of time for this, man. What are you talking about? No, I gotta switch. That's why. There we go. Come on. You're still recording, right? I certainly fucking hope so. Okay. Ooh, right. All right. All right, today I am gonna make my auspicious and delicious, world-class lamb breakfast. I love this. This is my go-to meal. I eat this consistently. Actually, I think that I'm probably, it's like the 4th day in a row. I mean, I like to switch things up in the morning for breakfast, but my God, this is just such a great meal. Gets my day going, and I just absolutely love it. And so, come on, I'm just trying to peel this oven. Onion, 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 peeling the onion, just so I can get it ready. So it's really, really simple. I'm gonna go through this quickly because it just takes about 20 minutes when you get it all done, set up. So basically, I'm using, where is it? My ground lamb. So I got some left over, and onion, carrot. Tzatziki sauce. No, tzatziki yogurt dip. Tzatziki yogurt dip. See it? See it? See it? Obviously, you can buy tzatziki pretty much at any supermarket or Whole Food store. I'm going to cook this. Now, you've been wondering, like, what's this weird setup here? He's got a conventional stovetop, then he's got this thing on top. Yes, this is a conventional stovetop, and this is an induction unit. All right? Mini unit. Induction cooktop. And I had bought this just to test it out because I was looking at induction stovetop. I heard so much about it, and I wanted to give it a try. Basically, it uses electromagnetic waves to cook the food and heats the pan. And when you take it off, it's not as hot, and it pretty much cools. The surface remains hot after use. Do not touch. Okay, and not as hot as this thing. When you use a conventional stovetop, it's coils that heat up and it transfers to the pan, and it takes it takes longer. This is so much quicker. It heats up fast. You can control the heat a little more. This just takes time, you know, and you need different cookware for this. There's no doubt about it. And the reason why you know this, where is it? You have to make sure it does this. Magnetic. If you got cookware that's magnetic, then you know it works. All right, so I'm going to start this process. I'm going to take a little ghee. Ghee is basically clarified butter, and It has a higher cooking point, so it's great for sautéing, and it has no, I guess ghee just takes out, there's no casein and no dairy. Just a healthier alternative and a little better for you. And I actually use this in my coffee too. That's a whole nother video. I'm gonna let this kind of go that way. I'm gonna start cutting up some carrots. Now this little unit, oh man, I forgot to tell you. Okay, I love this unit. This is a little slicer. And you got basically all these different attachments you could put on this thing. It comes with a bunch, where is it? It comes with a bunch of different attachments, graters, and odds, and that, and I think that's for egg yolks. I do use this one. I guess this might be for cleaning, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I don't use all of these. I just pretty much stick to the staple items that kind of work, and I guess as I go along I might use more. And it's great because I could just pretty much slice them quick, you know. It makes it a little faster. Now you want to be careful because you certainly don't want to get too close to the blade as you're going down. You know, I had definitely cut myself once. I'm just going to cut this and show you what other options there are. So you take your time, go slow. It does cut them the same length, which is great. It does come with this little unit. Let me just get rid of that. That was from yesterday. The video that I did not, that failed. A little bent one. And you little safety unit. So you just pop this in there. And if you don't want to get too close to it, you can actually put as far as you want. This thing comes up. And there you go, right? You can get as close to it as you want. It just protects your hands from getting close to the blade and utilizes the whole carrot. I think I used a little more carrots than I wanted to. Oh, that's looking pretty good. All right. I'll start sauteing some of these carrots right away, because these are obviously take a little more time because they're harder. Let me move this over here. Move this out of the way. I'll move it to the left. Right. Let this saute for a little while. I do have this on level 3, which is kind of an aggressive heat. You can always switch it to that to the temperature, which I think I'm at 250 on 3. I'm just used to this. Now this is a bit of aggressive heat, so I do try to kind of cook these pretty quick. You can go a little slower. For the sake of time, that doesn't change anything in terms of cooking wise. I find eating my biggest meal in the morning is your best option. Barbara O'Neill had talked about that, the health guru, Barbara O'Neill, that you should have your, put this over here, and in the morning, eat like a king in the morning, a queen in the afternoon, and a pauper at evening. That's actually plenty. And put this over here. You know what I like to add sometimes? Hold on. I think I have a little left. Yeah, I got a little piece left. Zucchini. I like to add zucchini in there. You can add any vegetable you want. I mean, the best part about cooking is you get creative and put what you like in there. You know, I change this up. Once in a while, I add different things. I might even add, you know, bell peppers in there. That's looking pretty good. This is starting to saute up nicely. I'm going to go ahead and add the zucchini and the onions right in there. Now it does look like a lot, but you got to remember, as this sautés, this is going to diminish in size and get smaller, and get brown as it incorporates with each other. Try to get these separated. Where's my other? Here it is. You know, and it's fun to cook, man. I really love enjoying, you know, cooking for myself. Because you know you're getting really good, healthy ingredients. You're making it yourself. You want it to be really, really good. And, you know, you kind of get, you know, you're proud of yourself for cooking a good meal in the morning and taking care of yourself. You know, I had made this choice to kind of eat well and eat better and eat more at home recently, as I made choices to, you know, try to get this thing in order. Just wasn't liking the way I was feeling, looking, and so I just started, you know, changing my diet around, eating better, and you know, everything that comes with it. Little tea while just checking the time. I have to be somewhere soon. And that's why I love this, because it doesn't take that long to cook. And as this thing is sauteing, I'm going to start putting stuff away. Oh, forgot. I like to add a little fermentalicious with this. Fermented sauerkraut. I buy this from Whole Foods. I'll have my glasses on. Hold on. Organic cabbage, organic turmeric powder, organic turmeric root, organic ginger root, organic cumin and salt. Oh, lacto-fermented vegetables. The food which creates beneficial enzymes, various strains of probiotics, vitamin A, B, C, K2, and omega-3 and fatty acids. Gotta love it. So I just add this pretty much to almost every meal. That's starting to saute nicely, right? Look at that. Oh, yeah. I think the ghee burnt off a little bit. I might even add just a little more as it's going. I will. I'm going to add just a little more. Just add a little more ghee. Because again, I'm at an aggressive. I like to try to get this area clean, get rid of those stray carrot shards that were wont to fly away. Come on. Get out of there. Kitchen sink. And that's kind of, this is where I'm at with this. All right, I'm going to begin adding the lamb, because this is going to saute, and the lamb's going to add some more juices to it. And these are all going to saute for a little while longer. And by the time the lamb cooks into it, the sauteing is going to be complete. All right, I just take some ground lamb. I buy it at Trader Joe's. It's Australian ground lamb, and I go through a lot of this stuff, you know. I just like to sprinkle it in there. Not looking pretty good. Maybe a little more. You know, a little more than that. That's good. Back in the fridge. Oh, this is looking great. Now, when it comes to seasoning, you can kind of just do whatever you want with it. I'm pretty standard. I just use regular salt and pepper with this, which I'm going to start adding right now. Right, get the pepper in there. And a little Celtic sea salt. I love Celtic sea salt. You know, I've used Himalayan, I've used regular sea salt, but this kind of came recommended. It's actually kind of like a little on the moist side. Apparently because it has a higher magnesium content. I like that. Magnesium is good. Oh yeah, this is coming along nicely. See how fast this is cooking? Alright, basically, what are we in? 12 minutes almost. This is almost done. And I'm going to begin adding the ferment to my plate. Right? And a little tzatziki, Greek yogurt. Oh, a dollop like that's pretty good. Leave it like that. Oh, well, I got to do it. Nothing goes to waste. And again, this is all coming together. Lamb is almost there. I don't like to overcook my meat. Some people just love to gotta cook it all the way down to where it's you know, unrecognizable. I don't mind a little bit of like medium on that. It's cooked all the way through, and certainly, obviously, some people have to be a little more careful. It's all to your preference. I don't mind it being a little soft on the meat. You know, I like my meat a little kind of, you know, have some juices left in it. And that's looking good. I'm just going to turn the heat off. Right? Put this in the kitchen, back in the refrigerator. And I think that's kind of it, man. Let's move this over. Oh, look at that. I missed a piece. See you later. Good day, good night. Look at this. Like I said, this induction stovetop is really phenomenal. Eventually I'm gonna, you know, eventually I'm going to splurge and buy a large cooktop induction. They're kind of on the pricier side, like almost double the price. But this works fine. I use this, you know, since I live alone and I'm just cooking for myself. This works. You know, I really don't. You know, the reason why I haven't bought a cooktop, even though I probably can, I just don't need it. And this is working perfectly fine. And so why get rid of something that works great? When this thing breaks, then I'll buy an induction stove. I mean, I still use this from time to time. Nonetheless, look at that meal. That's breakfast. Have this. My auspicious, nutritious, and delicious breakfast meal. That's a lot. Probably could use half that. But for the sake of cooking, I'm gonna have to eat it. So that's my lamb breakfast. And I got some leftovers for tomorrow. So if you enjoyed that tech setup and the recipe, please subscribe. Thanks.